This is 5.1. We're going to be dividing whole numbers. This is your standard 6-to-8 number system, standard number 2. Your learning objective is to be able to divide multi-digit whole numbers with at least 80% accuracy given independent practice. So this you can write in your vocabulary box. You have to know that the dividend is a number that you are dividing, so that's a number inside the house. So if you say first one inside the house, or first one in the house, that will help you to remember when you divide, what number goes inside the house. So the dividend goes inside the house, and then your divisor is the number that you are dividing the dividend by, and then your quotient is your answer. Okay, so you have to know that the quotient is the answer to a division problem. Okay, so let's go over here. The first one, we're going to estimate quotient. So basically we're going to estimate the answer for a division problem. So we basically just round the numbers and then divide. So this one says you spent $385 on 18 pairs of shoes to give out, and we're going to estimate how much you pay per pair of shoe. So 385 is about 400, and then 18 is about 20. So then what I can do is I can do 400 divided by 20, right? Because this is how much I spent, and then this is how many I bought. This is kind of like 7th grade math when we find unit price. You're trying to figure out how much one pair of shoe is, and that we do by doing total cost divided by quantity. Okay, so in this case the total cost is about 400, and then you have 20 pairs of shoes, so that's what we do. Okay, remember first one in the house, so that's what I have, the first one in the house divided by 20. So then you take your 20, so I have 2 digits here, so how many times does 20 go into 42, and then 2 times 20 is 40, and that's 0, and then you bring down your 0, and then how many times does 20 go into 0, 0. Do not forget to put something here, because you might say, oh, the answer is 2. That's not right, because 2 times 20 is 40, no, 400. So the 0 makes a difference, okay? So that's 0 times 20 is 0, so then you have that. So then, so in this case, we're going to do 400 divided by 20 is 20, so about 20 pairs of shoes, it is what you bought, okay? Okay, I'm gonna have you do this one. So you spent about $560 on 20 pairs of shoes. About how much do you pay for every pair of shoes? Okay, here we go. Now I'm gonna actually do the one that we did, the one that we had. So it was 385 divided by 18. So I'm gonna actually do it with that estimating. In this case, I'm gonna take the 18. So that's 2-digit numbers. So I'm gonna take 2 digits inside the house. So how many times is 18 going to 38? So if I have 38, how many 18s can I take out? Okay, so the answer is 2, and 2 times 18 is 36. So in this case, I do minus 36, and then that's 2. I bring down my 5, and that's 25. So how many 18s go into 25? Only once, and that's minus 18, and I have a remainder of 7. So then I can just have it like that. Okay, so that's actually the correct answer. You're gonna get a decimal, so you cannot find decimal of shoes, but this was just to give an example of how to divide. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this one for you. So I'm gonna do this one now. So remember, first one in the house, I'm gonna write 34,909 divided by 321. So then I'm gonna take 3 digits here. So I'm gonna take those 3, and then so that's 1 time. Because 2 times will be 642, so that's too much. So then I can subtract this here. That's 8, that's 2, that's 0, and then what I do is I bring down my 8. Okay, I use color coding so you can see that you have to actually have a number in the question for every one of the digits that you bring down. So that will be 0 times, because I don't have enough for 321, so that's 0 times, so I subtract 0 here, right? And I end up with the same number. That's 8 right there. And then what I have to do is I have to bring down my 9. Okay, and now so the question is, how many times does 321 go into 2,889? What I personally do is I start taking the numbers from the right to the left, so by place value. So I go the 1, I give the 1 to the ones, and then I give this one to the tens, and then whatever I have left, which is 20, I give it to the last number. So in that case, so I'll give the 28 to the 3. 3 times 9 is 27. So that's pretty close. So I'm going to try that one. Okay. So I'll try that one. I'll try 9 there. And so 9 times, I know that you guys actually do this. I personally don't even do that. I do the subtraction in my head. There's a video on how I do it the Mexican way, how I was taught in Mexico, so you can look at that, and some of you will save a lot of time. So I know you guys do this, so let me do it for you so you don't get confused. So that's 9, that's 18, carry 1 over, 3 times 9 is 27, plus 1 is 28. It's exactly the same number, right? So 2,889. So then that's a 0 there, and so that's my answer, 109. To check your division, you do the opposite, which is multiplication. So if you take 109 and you multiply times this and you get that number, then your answer is correct. Okay, let me go ahead and do this one, and then I'll give you one to do. Number first one in the house. Again, I'm gonna take 2 digits. So how many times does 83 go into 29? So I put a 0 there if you want to. I usually don't do that, but you can if you want to. So I take the next number down. So that's 200, and that will be, again, what I do is I give the 0 to the ones, which is 3, and then I give whatever's left to the 10. So about how many 8's go into 20? That's about 2. So let's try it, see if that works. So 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times 8 is 16. Yeah, that works. That's enough. So then I have 4 there, 3 here, and then what I do is I bring down my 1, and then I say how many times does 83 go into 341. So again, I can give the ones to the ones, and then this to the tens, and then about how many times does 8 go into 34? It's about 4, because 4 times 8 is 32. So then I can do, I know you guys do it this way, I'll do it this way. So that's 332, and then I have 11, so that becomes an 11. Minus 2, that will be 9. So a remainder of 9. So then that's your answer. And again, to check your division, what you do is you do 83 times 24. So 4 times 3, so you multiply your quotient, which is just this right now, and then I'll add this one. So 4 times 3 is 12, carry the 1 over, 4 times 3 is 32, plus 1 is 33, and then I skip a place value, because I'm now dividing, I do my tens, this not my ones, so I have nothing on the ones. 3 times 2 is 6, and then 2 times 3 is 6, and then 2 times 8 is 16, so I add those two. Then what I do is I add this right here. That was a remainder. Yep, so this is equal to that, so that's how I know that I got it right. So let me give you one to do to practice. Okay, so you're gonna do this one for me. Make sure that you do the work, and then you'll do this one for me, okay? Remember, math is magical, you're amazing, you got this, God bless you, bye-bye.